Hello folks, welcome to Walkie Talkie. Now, occasionally, especially in working contexts, a department has to close for a reason, sometimes understaffing or incident or maybe a lack of service, like as in electric failure, gas failure, especially in the winter. But anyway, the person who is an authority on duty should pick up the phone up either the area manager or the district manager to explain why that part of the business is having to shut down early. The person who is lower down from this role, i.e. me, should theoretically not be responsible because this is a decision that came from a higher up source and I can't exactly go bending the rules of the ones that are higher above force. And it really shouldn't be my responsibility to be phoning up the area manager or similar position. Alright, and by the time I walk on, all that communicating between the one up from me and the relevant managers should have been done by the time I got on, and I should be only focusing up on my own role rather than becoming, let's say, call it a rank 1. Me being a rank 1 doing rank 3's duties. No, it's definitely not right. But anyway, because this communication hadn't happened and the person and I left the building approximately 9:10. 10 minutes or so later comes along what you call duty manager, right? And he sees building closed. I'm wondering what the fuck. So he phoned us both respectively, and I am going to be getting a form of disciplinary. I can understand, him being disappointed that he didn't get told by me. But in all honesty, I thought the communicating with regards to business hours would have been done and dusted long time before I even came on shift. He said, well, you should have phoned. But in all honesty, I'm going to ask a question. In a role like mine, I would have expected all the communicating to be done and dusted before I came in. And that's that. I mean, I'm not passing buck or anything. No way. But that kind of decision making isn't within the role. But yeah, I mean, I'm very nervous about what could be the outcome because the management, they seem to be only about a foot away from you with a knife in the hand. Metaphor, by the way, right? It seems, telling off for anything including misunderstandings isn't too far away, and I'm worried that leaving the building with the authority above me early is going to get me a probation, and to be honest, where I work, it's dirty probations. It's when people get probations, it stays on, you know, instead of like 3 months max or whatever. No, it just stays. It's a continuous probation, and eventually nothing really happens. That's all I can say. An infinite probation actually pretty much means that, you know, I know too that we're on infinite probations, and to be honest, you know, to be honest, every time we go and ask, you know, is this a 3 month or a 6 month or is it any month, or it's just met with an evasive response. So, but one thing for sure, I'm not going to be signing anything without representation. I'll be trying to get myself as much representation as possible, and I certainly won't be going in for a slanging match or a shouting and swearing festival. Like I say, as I said in the email, if this is going to happen, I will leave the room and no longer return. There we are. Yeah, workplaces really do like to shaft their workers. At one point at a time, companies worked with their workers instead of worked against. But it's more fun, educating and thrilling to do anything but it now and do the opposite. Watch the workers' morale drop, the smile removed from their face. And that's why it's infinite probation. That's actually illegal. But they say, fuck you, I run the law. You know. It's annoying. You try and get out there, do some work, earn some coins, pay the bills, but by doing that, you're getting yourself involved in awkwardness and tortious working practices. I don't see a point in it, work, to be honest, but you know, you have to do it. Contribute to society, earn some coins, pay bills. But this thing it's hit me quite hard, and I'm going to have to go in quite hard tomorrow. But as I said, I'll state the facts, I'll state what I don't know, but I will certainly not be part of one thing. A screaming and shouting and swearing match. I've already told them in email, if this results in a screaming, swearing, etc. match, I'm out and I won't return. Why do companies shaft their employees? Because it's fucking entertaining to watch. Was that a little bit true? Anyway folks, I think I've basically kind of covered things and whatever. I'll give you an update tomorrow. Catch you there.